The night belongs to the Lancer. When the world sleeps, the bone awakens.
Precision is not an option, it's the standard. Every bolt, every wire is a lifeline. Stepping into the belly of the beast, the transition from man to aviator is complete.
Systems green. Navigation locked. We are a go for launch.
Speed is life. Low level, high speed. This is where the Lancer thrives.
Mission accomplished. The Guardians return to the nest, ready to rise again when called.
In this cockpit, time is measured in seconds and distance in thousands of miles. Every adjustment is a step toward the objective.
The ground crew is the silent pulse of the airfield. Without the wands, the giants are blind.
Returning from the edge of the atmosphere, the heavy metal of the Lancer meets the concrete once more.
Mission complete. The body is tired, but the spirit remains high. The walk of the warriors.
The heart of the beast. 30,000 pounds of thrust, contained in a masterpiece of engineering. The shadow in the night. The B-2 spirit. Unseen, unheard, and unstoppable.
Data is the new fuel. In the modern battle space, the person with the best information wins the day.
A high-stakes connection at 500 miles per hour. This is where a mission's life is extended.
Strength in numbers. The bomber brings the hammer, but the fighters bring the shield.
The ultimate deterrent. A billion-dollar shadow that proves if you can't see it, you can't stop it.
Aviation isn't just about machines, it's about the legacy. Every name painted on a nose tells a story of 1,000 missions.
The most dangerous part of any mission is the last 10 feet. Welcome home.
The mission doesn't end when the engines stop. It ends when the maintenance crew says the bird is ready to fly again. Raw power. When 60,000 pounds of thrust hits the night air, you don't just hear it, you feel it in your chest.
A symphony of steel against a setting sun. This is the face of global reach.
In the air, your eyes are your most important instrument. You never stop scanning the blue.
$1 billion of technology, moved with an inch of precision. Every move is calculated.
Breaking formation. The Guardians peel off, leaving the big bird to find its way home.
The end of a long journey. The heavy iron returns to the Earth. Mission accomplished.
The machines are impressive, but the mission lives and dies with the people. This is the Aviation War Room.
Mechanical precision. These pedals control the fury of 30,000 pounds of thrust.
The mission doesn't stop for weather. We fly when others are grounded.
Every tail flash has a history. Every number is a legacy of the skies.
On the flight line, speed is safety. If you aren't moving, you're in the way.
Gear up. Clean wing. We're leaving the Earth behind.
A lethal escort. The Vipers provide the sting. The Lancer provides the punch.
30,000 pounds of fuel per minute. The lifeblood of global reach.
The silent guardian. Arriving as a ghost, leaving as a legend.
The darkness is not a barrier, it's a cloak. In the dead of night, the Lancer finds its way home.
Guiding a ghost into the light. The B-2 Spirit remains the world's most elusive weapon system. A masterpiece of stealth. When it moves, the world's radars see nothing but empty sky.
Mission complete.
From the darkness they rise, and to the darkness they return. This is the Aviation War Room. Join us in the cockpit. Subscribe to the Aviation War Room for more inside looks at the world's most powerful wings.
When speed meets humidity, the air itself becomes visible. This is the Lancer's signature in the sky.
Variable geometry. One aircraft, two distinct identities. From high-lift slow flight to supersonic dash.
Precision is the only language spoken at 30,000 feet in the dark.
80 tons of aircraft relies on these few inches of rubber. There is no room for error on the ground.
The Viper breaks away. A quick pull, a surge of Gs, and the Escort is complete.
Quiet power. The B-2 doesn't scream, it whispers as it passes through the sky.
The mission isn't over until the data is analyzed. The debrief is where the real learning happens.
The calm before the storm. In seconds, this heat will turn into a pillar of fire.
Securing the Ghost. In this hangar, the edge of technology is maintained with surgical precision.
Always ready. Always there. This is the Aviation War Room. Thank you for watching.
Tradition meets technology. Before they touch the sky, they honor the ground they stand on.
Every mission begins with a single click. The awakening of a giant starts here.
The ultimate wingman. Small, fast, and lethal, keeping the heavy irons safe in contested skies.
A dance of giants at 500 knots. Precision is measured in inches. Success is measured in gallons.
Invisible to the eye, silent to the ear, and absent from the radar. The Ghost has arrived.
60,000 pounds of thrust, converted into pure kinetic energy. The roar of the Lancer is the sound of freedom.
The weapon is the airframe, but the brain is the crew. Intelligence drives the strike.
Checking the perimeter. The Guardians are always watching, even when the mission is nearing its end.
Safety behind steel and shadow. The most advanced aircraft in history rests in its sanctuary.
Anytime, anywhere. This is the Aviation War Room. Join us for the next mission.
The mission isn't over until the gear is secured. Behind every flight hour is a mountain of logistics.
Rain or shine, the mission continues. The Lancer is built for the world's harshest environments.
Walking toward the horizon. For these crews, the office is at 30,000 feet.
The wands are the only language that matters in the dark. Precision is measured in inches.
In a digital cockpit, information is power. The crew must be as sharp as the sensors they monitor.
The foundation of flight. These struts take the impact of 80 tons meeting the Earth.
Entering the sanctuary. The B-2 Spirit is a masterpiece of engineering that requires a specialized home.
Guardians peel away. A final surge of power before heading home.
Mission accomplished. The engines fall silent, but the legacy of the flight remains.
Secured, locked, ready for the next call. This is the Aviation War Room.
In the world of strategic bombers, there is no such thing as a small detail. Everything is mission critical.
Boarding the bone. The climb into the cockpit is the first step of a journey that could span continents. Red light means go. It's the color of combat readiness and the final moments before the engines roar to life.
Aerial refueling is the lifeblood of stealth. It allows the Ghost to stay in the shadows for as long as the mission demands.
The heavy bombers carry the hammer, but it's the Strike Eagles that clear the path. Speed, power, and protection.
Every plane has a name. Every name has a story. In the Aviation War Room, we honor the legacy of the airframes.
The mission starts on the ground. For every hour in the air, there are dozens of hours of sweat and steel behind the scenes.
The Ghost returns. After 24 hours in the silence of the stratosphere, the Spirit touches the Earth once more.
Feel the thunder. This isn't just noise, it's the sound of 60,000 pounds of thrust pushing back against the dark.
This is the Aviation War Room. Unrivaled reach. Unmatched power. Thank you for flying with us.
In the back of the bone, the mission is won or lost on a screen. Every pixel represents a tactical reality.
Guardians of the heavy iron. The F-16 provides the speed and agility to ensure the bomber reaches its target.
Welcome back to Mother Earth. 80 tons of steel meeting the ground at 150 knots.
The flight is over, but the work never ends. Maintenance is the silent backbone of the Aviation War Room.
The master of silence. The B-2 Spirit returns to its sanctuary, unseen by the world until the moment it chooses otherwise.
Killing the fire. After 1,000-mile missions, the quiet of the cockpit is the ultimate reward.
The invisible link. This connection is what turns a long-range bomber into a global threat.
Guiding the giants. In the dark, these red lights are the only thing standing between a perfect mission and a ground collision.
A pilot's trust is earned on the hangar floor. If the crew chief says it's ready, it's ready.
Anytime, anywhere, always ready. This is the Aviation War Room. Join us for the next mission.
At 40,000 feet, precision is a way of life. The cockpit is an office where the view never gets old.
80 tons of strategic power meeting the wet pavement. Rain or shine, the mission moves forward.
Trust between a pilot and their crew chief is forged on the ground. When they sign that logbook, the aircraft is officially home.
Fueling the fight. A mid-air connection at 500 miles per hour. The invisible bridge across the oceans.
A lethal escort. The fighters provide the sting, while the bombers bring the heavy iron.
The pulse of power. When those engines ignite, the ground remembers who owns the sky.
The final signal. In the dark, these red wands are the only thing that matters.
Sunset on the mission. The Guardians head home after proving once again that distance is no obstacle. Always ready. Always watching. This is the Aviation War Room. Join us for the next flight.
Every mission starts with a single step. The bone is ready to run.
Steel and fluid. Without the maintainers, these giants never leave the Earth.
Raw energy harnessed into 30,000 pounds of thrust. The signature of the Lancer.
The ultimate vanishing act. In the Aviation War Room, we know that if you can see it, it's not the ghost. The man and the machine become one. 3 Gs, 500 knots, and total control.
Changing shape to change the game. The variable sweep wing is the Lancer's secret weapon.
Maintenance is a science. The sanctuary of the hangar ensures the ghost stays invisible.
Coming home. The heavy metal returns to the Earth after another global reach mission.
The data is the mission. From the sky to the analysts, the information cycle is complete. This is the Aviation War Room. Unrivaled, unmatched. Join us next time for the roar of the sky.